078G, 9th, 2023. He's represented by counsel. Ms. Kim, would that be correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Howard, any priors on Mr. Smith?
Yeah, 22 total. Last arrest was in July. PI charge. He
Alright.
got an open trespass, damage to property, loitering, prowling, and PI in state court.
Thank you.
A lot
Ms.
more.
Well, I know, but that's enough for bond consideration. Mr. Pierre Thomas?
Very brief facts, Your Honor, because of the special conditions. The facts are that on October 10, 2023, officer was dispatched to an incident, to the incident location of 1503 Peachtree Street, Northeast Atlanta, Georgia, and regarding a male attempting to break into an ATM at Truist Bank. The witness, May Ginther spelled Ginther, ID the defendant as a person she passed and noticed him banging on the ATM. Your Honor, the recommendation from the state is a signature bond through the jail, a no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, no contact with that witness, and a stay away from that location that was described, Your Honor. Nothing further from the state at this time.
Thomas, you know they're going to say that's my fault for giving him a signature bond, you know. Any objection, Ms. Kim?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, $2,000 signature bond through the jail to stay away from the bank in question. What was that bank's name?
Truist Bank.
Truist Bank. You sure you didn't have an account there?
I do, Your Honor.
You do, I know you do, but does your client do? He needs to stay away from all Truist banks, not just that location.
Okay.
All right, it's not like quite like a vending machine where you can bang on it if your card gets struck. Okay, I think that concludes the calendar. Mr. Cohen will be with you very shortly. To
Your
just,
Honor,
yes,
I apologize. Could we go back to, I have two things, one for position 2. You gave a $15,000 SOB through the jail, and we were asking for no contact with the victim in a stay away.
any objection from Ms. Abda?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right,
In
what was the
position,
victim's name?
Roger Ray,
And the stay away was the Martyr Stations?
that's correct.
Doesn't she already have a permanent ban?
In this case, no, Judge.
One of them had a permanent ban, but. I
Yes,
couldn't remember which
position 3.
3, okay, all right, stay away from all Martyr property until further order of the court.
And then, Your Honor, on position 3, we are asking for, you gave a no contact and a stay away from MARTA. We're
Yeah.
asking for a stay away from the victim's address as well. And I can place
Do
that.
they live together?
Yes, they did.
Okay, what was that address?
70 Closer Drive,
Mhm.
Covington, Georgia, 30016.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
And Your Honor, I just want to object on the record. There is no evidence showing they do reside together, and I do have a different address for my client, and so
The only reason I'm putting that because the allegation's family violence.
I
We
understand.
got
Thank
it
you, Your
from the
Honor.
victim. Thank you.
Yeah. If they are living together, then they have to stay away. Otherwise, the defendant fortunately has his own place. All right, position 1, Brown, is a $3,500 surety bond, further notice to October 24th. Position 2 is a $15,000 signature bond through the jail with a no contact and stay away with defense consent. Position 3 is a $2,500 surety, reset date October 24th. Position 4 is a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial. Position 6. No, excuse me, that was position 4. Position 5 is a $10,000 surety bond. Reset date October 24th, pending a transfer to the DA's office, plus a possible $1,000 signature bond through the jail for the cruelty in the 3rd degree. And it's still not added in. So, Ms. Bridgewater, I'm going to leave it to you. I'm not sure if that charge is up there. Ms. Sari, any?
Your Honor, I was looking for Mr. Jordan. I don't think he's on today, but I did accuse it. I added the charge and I was going to ask if someone could pull it down.
All right, Miss Grace. is
Excuse me,
looking-
yes, I went in and looked at it, Judge, you added another simple battery, Miss Surrey.
No,
Okay.
it's a,
Yes, so that's why we couldn't bring it in.
it's
Okay,
a, there are two charges on Johnson, battery and simple battery.
And then she went in and added another simple battery instead of the
Okay.
two to the children.
I'll make that change. Thank you for
Alright.
letting me know.
Mhm.
So on that note, Your Honor, you're gonna do $1,000 on it? It's since she
Signature
breaking-
bond through the jail on the
Okay.
cruelty in the third degree.
Okay,
All right. Moving on, position 6 is a 3,500 surety bond, reset date October 24. Position 7, Frank Smith, is what was it? A $2,000 signature bond through the jail of 5?
I have two, Your Honor.
Okay, $2,000 signature bond through the jail. And that's going to be further noticed as well. All right, Mr. Cohen's case, we have a client, Brendan Williams, whose case is 22 CR 8344F, accused of criminal trespass. Apparently, Mr. Williams lives in Ohio. And
He
this,
actually,
Oh.
he lives in Georgia. The address I had was his parents' address. That's why I gave him a more permanent address. He had subsequently moved in Miss Court on September the 7th. And it's my understanding from talking to the court this morning, it was typical had he not been picked up, I just would have filled out the paperwork like I always did, and they would lifted the warrant. But in this case, since he was picked up,
okay.
they told me that he'd be on the calendar at 2.
so what address does he have in Atlanta? Does he live in Atlanta?
He does, but I went out to the jail to see him today, but they were understaffed and I couldn't see him. It is his
Okay.
parents' address with the Richmond Road address. He will definitely get the notice there and we will be checking it as well.
Okay. All right, Mr. Walker, we typically address these cases on SAP calendar at
know.
11 a.m. What sayeth thou?
That's fine, Your Honor. I honestly looked at Odyssey. I didn't even see the warrant was issued, so it was slightly confusing, but I looked at it. It's a criminal trespass from Woody's Cheesesteaks. We just asked that the stay away order, which it sounds like that won't be an issue, but there's a stay away provision, and
Okay.
we could set
This-
aside the bench warrant.
I honestly, if there was a bench warrant issued, it may have been flagged and put on GCIC, but it wasn't filed in Odyssey. So
Yeah.
all I can do right now is set aside the bench warrant,
Fine.
release Mr. Williams on a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. And Mr. Cohen, if you can submit a proposed order and direct that to Miss Holly Bridgewater.
And again, I would just request that it has to stay away from Woody Cheesesteaks.
What was it called again?
Woody's Cheesesteaks?
Woody's?
Cheesesteaks.
That's the name of the restaurant?
Yes, Your Honor. It's not my restaurant, but yes, that's the
I
name.
know, I just looked for the word Woody and cheese steak.
It's actually a very popular restaurant. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it.
No.
And
All right,
So
Mr. Cohen, please put a stay away for that restaurant with that address. And
Woody's Cheesesteaks, Mr. Walker, I'm not familiar with either. There may be 6 or 7 of them. Which one in particular was?
Let
this?
me
let me help out over here. Just one
Okay.
second, please.
It's one of those, if I Google Woody's Cheesesteaks, I
There
don't know
are
whether it could be the
multiple
one in
locations,
Sandy
so that's a
Springs
fair
or.
question. Hold on.
I'm impressed that Mr. Cohen knows there's 6 or 7 of them.
No, I'm joking. I have no idea, but very likely there could be.
All right.
Oh,
And for a minute, I heard woolly cheesesteaks. I was like, oh my God, that would not be an issue to.
okay.
And it's Bridgewater, BRIDGEWATER at FultonCountyGA.gov.
Correct. Yeah, the warrant was signed. It's on file.
Okay.
And it was for a $1,200 surety bond, but this will be a $2,000 security. And all right,
It's the
I'm
Buckhead
desperately
location.
looking for the name.
I have
Mr. Cohen, stay away from all Woody Steakhouse restaurants.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So let me, it was a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms.
Bench
Bridgewater,
warrants.
I'm in court now and I will email that later this afternoon to you and then just put for your signature, Judge Law.
Yes, she will make sure she gets me to sign it.
Okay, so it's sometime so you guys can electronically sign it, so it'll be released sometime this evening, hopefully.
Yeah, the sooner you get it to us, it normally takes 24 hours from the time it's filed with records.
Okay, $2,000 signature bond through the jail, and stay away from all Woody's cheesesteaks, and we will handle it. I'll send that this afternoon.
Correct.
Okay, thank you, guys. Have a wonderful afternoon.
You too. Thank you, Mr. Cohen.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, folks, I don't think I can, I have a young lady on the iPhone. I'm not certain if we have addressed your case or someone involving you or your relative or friend. I can't hear anything you're saying. Okay, Ms. Patterson with PED, I didn't think we had any cases for you to this afternoon, but maybe it might be some tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, it will be Judge Mincy, who has graciously stepped in to cover me. So she'll be covering C calendar tomorrow.
We had two cases for PAD. The consent bond has already been sent to the court.
Oh yeah, that's right. Those two consent cases. Ms. Patterson, are those the ones you were waiting on?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, I'm aware that they were already taken care of. I was just observing.
Oh, okay. iPhone, I can't read the document that you cannot see a word of it. It's just blurred out. Yeah. Can you put it in the chat? Don't know how to do it. Okay. Miss Kim, can you just announce the public?
Hello?
Yes. Who are you calling about?
Kenneth Pack.
All right.
That was one of the PAD cases.
That's one of the cases going through the PAD resource agency. So you would need to contact them. And you can contact Miss Kim with the Public Defender's Office. Miss Kim, what number can she use to contact you?
404-612-1122.
Say it again, please. 404-612.
612-1122. And I will also put it in the chat just in case.
Okay, I have it, Miss Kim.
Oh.
I saw Kenneth earlier in the courtroom, but you didn't address him.
He'll be released
It
tonight.
didn't need to be addressed. The case has been transferred to the PAD division. It's a division for cases involving MH issues. So, all right.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to leave now.
Thank you.
Are we done, right?
Yes,
No,
I have one last
we can
question for
keep
the
you
court.
on for as long as we like. Okay.
I have one last question for the court. Everybody else
Yes.
doesn't have to stay. It could be after the live stream is cut off. It's about something unrelated to today's calendar.
All right. Miss Grace, we can cease the live stream and the recording. Court is concluded.